is Tua better than Justin Herbert? Because Justin Herbert, we still make some bad throws. He definitely has the arm talent, but as an overall quarterback, the eye test this season and the numbers this season show that Tua is a much more efficient guy and can make the big plays, and their offense has performed a lot better than the Chargers, and it's not for lack of weapons for Herbert. He still has Austin Eckler, who's the best dual threat running back in the league, and then a rotation of Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. So it's like...
Yeah, I see the vision. I think Herbert has a higher ceiling. He's had a lot of injuries with his receiver core. Number one receiver right now is Josh Palmer. But I think there's a case to be made. Tua has 3 interceptions this year. Justin Herbert has 8. So Justin Herbert, another thing with him is that in the fourth quarter, in the big moments, he hasn't had that drive to win the game this year. And really, it hasn't been like that last year either. I do think that Herbert has it. I think he's proven that. But I am starting to lean more towards he does have some more things to prove.
Yeah.
First of all, he doesn't have a winning record. He doesn't have a winning record as a starter.
Tua's 8-3 this year.
Well, he doesn't have a winning record as a starter through 50 games.
Oh yeah. No, he's
and I understand that he's had some bad coaches, and there's a lot of things that you can point to. However, you got to make the playoffs. You haven't made the playoffs yet. You got to have those. You got to have it so when it's 2 minutes left in the game, you need to get a field goal or a touchdown to win the game. Josh Allen's proved it. Joe Burrow's proved it. Patrick Mahomes has proved it. All these great quarterbacks have proven it. Justin Herbert hasn't yet. So he's got there's a lot of room for Justin Herbert to prove himself. I still think he's going to be great, but he's definitely not top 5.
Yeah, and it's just normalizing, like, Tua's really good, and you need to stop just blatantly saying, like, oh, of course Herbert's better. It's like, he could be, but it's not of course right now. And there's a reason they didn't make the playoffs last year. And they had a really good roster. They were in it for 2 games versus the Chiefs. But the reason you didn't make the playoffs was you lost to the Texans. And you got absolutely destroyed. It's like, if you're a franchise guy and to make the playoffs, all you have to do is beat the Texans. That just can't happen when you get laughed at for picking the Raiders to beat the Chargers in the last game. And the Chargers always dominate the Raiders when they played them. And you dominated them the first game. And then you lose to the Raiders. It's like, no, that's a loss that you have to put on yourself because people are clowning Derek Carr this year.
Yeah. I like to think that next year we'll turn things around. It looks like Sean Payton is leaning towards Arizona or LA.
Oh, wait. That makes perfect sense because you just said that you should trade Lamar Jackson to Arizona. Sean Payton wants to coach Lamar Jackson. So,
visionary.
Big brain right here. I like the vision.